Right, hello, lads and lasses, and welcome back to Boys Down Underwear. Today, as the international break slowly drags on to a conclusion, the desire for content thickens, and well, we have a couple of stories to talk about, but we'll see how interesting we can make it along the way. But before we go any further, if you guys are enjoying the content, you want to help support the channel, the very best way to do so, click that like button, click that subscribe button. But without further ado, let's get into it. So, Rayo, Hatate. The Celtic get excited when we see you play. Clearly not Japan. They don't even pick you for the international team. Yeah, that was not too bad. If I say so myself, I think I've done quite well there. I'm impressed myself, obviously had to change team to team, but that sort of fits in with the Scottish accent, I believe. Anyways, Rayo was left out of the World Cup friendly with the USA, but there is another chance for when they do take on Ecuador. Now, Rio, he's been left a bit hard done by this. He feels he is ready. Celtic fans know he is ready, but it is, of course, up to the national team gaffer to make that call. Now, speaking to Japanese outlet Gek Isaka, Hatate said, "Honestly, I'm really disappointed that I was left out of the squad. I feel that I am strong enough. Everything is decided by the coach, so it's not up to me. I have a role here, and I have a chance to play in a game. I will play whenever I am told. While there are many players who are very experienced, I am trying to come up with ways to leave the mark of coming here. I think there is something to be gained from the national team. I'm progressing with the technical part, and on what I did last half a season. I've built a relationship with my teammates, and I'm able to play calmly even on a pitch like that. I think I've grown a lot." So Rio is clearly feeling hard done by, but typically he is still awfully selfless as he is, despite knowing his value and what he can bring to the Japan's national team setup. Now, us Celtic fans, we know what he can bring. We've seen this, even with other Celtic players as well. Callum McGregor is a prime example of that at international level, playing the same way he does for Celtic, even though it is a different tactics, different manager, and of course Japan will have a different style of football to the way Celtic plays, but having midfielders who never stop passing, who never stop moving off the ball, on the ball, that is only a good thing. That is crucial in every midfield, and that is a skill Rayo possesses. He's literally everywhere. He doesn't stop moving. So time will tell if Rayo is utilised in the national team prior and during the World Cup. But, strong performances in the league, strong performances in Europe, the Cup, whatever you want to call it. Just overall, if he continues to perform on top of his game for the rest of this period, up until mid-November, I believe it is, we should see Reo Hatate joining Daisen Maeda, joining Kyogo in the Japanese national team. And, while the World Cup is on, there is no Celtic, so you might as well follow along with our players, because while I have got Australia to, support, unfortunately there is no Scotland. I hate to remind everyone of that, but it is a true fact, which, I'm not laughing at because I am a Scotsman myself. However, at least I've got Australia to back me up. Anyways, moving on to former Celtic Academy star Ben Doak. Now, you all may remember Doak as the 16-year-old wonder kid who got his not his debut, but got a start. He came on in the latter stages of Celtic's 3-0 thumping over Rangers. Now, he left Celtic a short time later, confirming a move to Liverpool's academy for a fee of around £600,000. Since then, he's gone on to star for Liverpool's academy and also Scotland's youth team, Most notably, though, he has performed very well in the UEFA Youth League, which of course is the youth version of the Champions League. And he has been scoring, getting on the score sheet, and playing out of his skin for Liverpool, or so I hear. But finally, he has opened up of his move down south, telling the Scottish Sun, "At first, the decision to leave wasn't an easy one. But once I went down and saw the standards and the facilities, it's top level. At the same time, Celtic is the club who made me the person and player I am. I owe them everything. I still speak to a lot of the boys and keep up with the results, Ben Doak, he went off, right? He left the club, of course, he made the move. And thing is though, right? He needed a change, he felt he couldn't progress through Celtic's academy anymore. He needed a step up. He went off to Liverpool and has seemingly found that step up for him, even though he seems to be performing better than he was at Celtics Academy, although, so to speak, he was killing it here as well. But, you know, no animosity, no anything, right? Sure, it'd be great if he stayed at Celtic. You know, he could progress up to the first team. Ange was a big admirer of him, but that's not the way the cookie crumbles. He's now down in Liverpool, and best of luck to him. You know, he's doing well. Good for him. But it's great to see that he doesn't forget his roots. He doesn't forget where he came from, and is crediting Celtic with that, which is great. A great thing, not only, you know, just for our egos, but mainly for the academy in itself, that it can produce players like him. Anyways, third and finally to end the video, King Kenny Dalglish rather has taken the standpoint of all Celtic fans, of course, in regards to the links with Ange and the Premier League. Now, he claimed that there is no chance whatsoever Ange would leave Celtic to join a team fighting relegation in the Premier League. And really, it affirms the perspective of myself, it affirms the perspective of all of you guys, my subscribers. And it is clear while there may be concrete interest in Ange, of course there will be, his results prove that, any move certainly down south is nowhere near going to happen, you know, in the near future. It is just unrealistic, of course. You know, he even confirmed doing the media rounds down here that he will be in Australia for the Sydney Super Cup. So there is no move going to happen before the World Cup anyways. You know, he isn't leaving. King Kenny knows it. You all know it, right? I think it's just time to move on from all these stupid links and rumors, because really it's just the media trying to latch onto this as much as they can and milk it out as much as possible while the international break is still going on. Of course, it's going to drag on. Of course, it's going to recur later down the line, recur like a shitty decimal point. But it is what it is. We have to deal with that because we do have the best manager on the planet. But that is all from me. So if you guys did enjoy the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, leave in the comments below your thoughts on anything that was said throughout the video. And until next time, hail, hail.